Let's see if this is working. It's gonna be like 20-second wait till I hear myself say that. Still nothing so far. Yep, I just heard myself. Don't know how many seconds that was. Great prediction if it was 20. Okay, that is good. Another wrestling reaction. Didn't start at 11 like it usually does. It starts earlier nowadays. But it started at midnight. I'm just like, yeah, that's good. I normally get home at midnight, but there's a bit of traffic getting home. But yeah, I wanted to get a pizza for this, but just didn't get pizza, so I just got Pringles. Yep. Roxanne Predators got eliminated. So I saw the. I'm obviously watching this quite late. I saw that. What on earth is her name? I forgot her name. Give me a sec. I forgot her name, but obviously she got attacked months ago, and apparently it was Naomi because she attacked Naomi and Naomi couldn't compete. I'm intrigued to see how that storyline goes down. Oh, Jade Cargill, yeah. How did I forget? I kept forgetting her name. I was like, it's not coming to me, but I should know. So yeah, Jade Cargill attacked Naomi, and apparently Pat McAfee said that she thinks Naomi attacked her. So they're still leaving it open, storyline wise. There might not have been Naomi. So yeah, I've watched that clip. Obviously, missed most of this match. Bit frustrated they put this one on first, but it is what it is. I would have preferred to either put the women's tag team first, or what was the other one? No, yeah, women's tag team. I wish they put that on first. That would have been better, but it's fair enough. You want to start the chamber on a pay-per-view on a chamber match. Fair enough. But I'm assuming the women's tag will be next though, because obviously you got the Cody Rock segment. That's going to be either just before the men's chamber or after it. Probably after, considering who the winner could be. Maybe the winner, maybe Cody rejects the Rock and the winner takes the Rock's offer. And then Sammy and Kevin, that ain't gonna be. That's gonna be quite late as well, I think. Maybe second last match. And then I assume Travis Scott's coming out. They could have put that on first. Liv Morgan eliminates Alexa Bliss. Surely I'm not doing Liv versus Rhea again. Like, that rivalry should be over. So what, we're doing Rhea versus Bianca? It seems like. I didn't think Bianca would win this because of the Jade and Naomi situation. So I thought maybe she might be involved in the storyline. But now she's in the final two, I think to myself, surely they're not doing Liv versus Rhea again after ending that rivalry. Surely not. So So it's got to be Bianca winning then. KOD. Bianca wins. I didn't actually think she was winning, but as soon as it got to the final two, I just thought, yeah, she's winning then. Where do I stick this chat? Up here? Kinda works, but not really. We can do that for now. I'm doing this so I can give memberships, so just give 5 now, and then once it goes through, I give another 5. I was gonna say finding some new members. We got 2, I think 3. I think JD Eagles also never before. The other 2 have been members before, Mac Gravity and Westy 05. But 3 new members. That's good. I get turned free every month. It resets on the 1st of every month. So that's what I'm doing here. Three of those people I know in real life. It's actually quite funny. And then Gemstone has been a member before. There's Raya. Are they doing face versus face, or are they going to turn one of them? That's what I'm curious about. Io Sky comes out. Wait, Rhea versus Io's on Raw? They could have put it on tonight. I'm wondering why what wasn't on the card. Good advert from Tiff. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I was in the kitchen. That is the wrong button. Well done, David. The match has just started. Tag team, women's tag team. I knew that would be on second, to be fair. As soon as it wasn't on first. Sorry I missed you, JD Eagles, but you're welcome, mate. Appreciate it. Obviously I get 10 free every single month to give away, so the only catch is you gotta do it on the stream and it's randomized. But considering like there's a lot of people that get it again and again when it's gifted, so it's not randomized enough, to be honest. Hi Jay, how you doing? Excuse me. Got to thank YouTube for that, because it's randomized. They give me 10 free ones to give to. I just click gift. I get 10 every month. And it just gives it to 10 random people. So yeah, I'm good. What is Naya doing? What I think, Logan Paul? Yeah, he plays the heel really well. It's like he's made to be a heel, and he's good in the ring. You think he's gonna win the chamber? Yeah, definitely could. Definitely could happen. I feel like it's either gonna be Cena, Punk, or Drew. I don't think Priest is winning. They won't do Priest versus Cody, and I don't think they do with Seth either. But I think Seth is mainly because I think he'll go with Roman. Either they have one-on-one match or they do something else. And Logan's definitely not winning this, so it's one of those other three. Could be any of them. I think Jay was the right person. Yeah, I agree. I do rate them going with someone that's like obviously wrestling every week over the fans. Um, it's something they should have done with like Daniel Bryan like 10 years ago. But yeah, I don't think Jay was right for this year. Unpredictable though. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Like I checked betting odds after it happened, and I'm just like, Jay was nowhere near the top. Like usually betting odds actually know something, they're like a scoop or something, and they put the winner as the favorite. But that night the bookies all said Cena or Punk. Yeah, it's going to be 2 days again. I think they're keeping that permanent now. They're even considering a 2-day SummerSlam, unless they confirm that. I don't know if that's every year, but I think is it next year? I think next year SummerSlam is 2 days as well. Oh, and this year as well. Yeah, this year and next year, SummerSlam is 2 nights. And WrestleMania is staying that way as well. You got Netflix, yeah. It's a good deal getting all this wrestling with Netflix. We also get Raw and SmackDown every week, which they don't even get that in America. America just gets Raw, I believe. In fact, I don't think American Netflix has this. They still put it on their what you call it, Peacock or whatever it is. That Candace moonsault was so unnecessary. Just break up the pin, mate. Yeah, we got a really good deal out of it. Stratton gets the pin. Wonder if Charlotte's gonna come out. You just paid the $4.91? $4.91? Yeah, same. The $4.91 is still really good. You still get 1080p. And there's adverts, but it's not that bad. Yeah, it's in Toronto. Yeah. Don't know what the venue is. Rogers Centre, whatever that was. It's in Toronto somewhere. Yeah, I've never seen ads on the WWE streams though, so that's good. Obviously, when you rewatch it, there'll be ads, but like when you watch it live, is pretty good. There's still the wrestling adverts though, but that's just WWE doing their thing. Apparently, it's called the Rogers Centre. Never heard of this, unless they renamed it. Yeah, it's right at the bottom of the CN Tower. Yeah, that big tower in Toronto is at the foot of that. Have you been to Toronto? I have, yes. Went ages ago. They're changing it back. Oh, that's good. WWE returns to Perth. No specifications on what event. Maybe they get Money in the Bank. That's my prediction for that. Unless that's been announced somewhere else. I can handle blood in WWE. I don't mind WWE blood. But they already did. I mean, they don't do it constantly, but they already do blood quite often. Just mainly like big matches, like when Drew faced Punk and Hell in a Cell. That was a great match. Or Backlash. Yeah, maybe. That's a shout. No idea who this Andrew guy is. I recognize Robbie and Mel. They're spending a lot of time on the shot of Toronto. How long are they going to sit on this time lapse? Nah, I didn't get a takeaway. No, I just didn't get one. Do I still speak to Jack? Yeah, I remember him. I don't speak to anyone from our school. Yeah, literally no one. As if there's this whole advert advertising Rock's movies. a good promo, that. I thought it was going to be next. But it's like ours tonight. 38,000 in the arena. Sammy v Kevin is next. What else? What else is left? Cody Rock and Men's Chamber. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense where this is now. Where do I work? Yeah, I don't say where I work on YouTube. I keep that separate. I feel like Randy Orton will return tonight. It makes sense he interferes in this one. What's the stipulation? Unsanctioned. So I think that just means it's not an official match. So I assume it's no DQ, but I don't know. I remember saying at the Rumble that Kevin might turn on Sammy because Sammy didn't help him against Cody. He just came out and did nothing. I knew that would come back round. it's no DQ. I reckon Orton will come out. The fact that they did this match here and not WrestleMania makes me think it's Kevin versus Randy at Mania. I love how the referee's just not in the referee kit. They got to sell this on sanction match. Why just have a referee anyway? Logically, you'd have no ref either, right? Instead, you got a ref out in just a black outfit. Hello, Mask. How you doing? Welcome. Just me, or should I feel like the arena should be a bit louder than this? Yeah, the fact that it's not Mania makes me think that it's going to be Orton versus Kevin. Because Kevin attacked Orton, so it's just it makes Orton's not been seen since then, and I've heard that he's not like it's not like he's injured seriously. He's just apparently he'll be back before WrestleMania. So, and the fact he's come back this late, if he is coming back, then I don't think he's gonna start on like a new story. I think he'll just go after Kevin. I feel like that's why they're doing this now. Because this match seemed like it would be WrestleMania. But I think it's going to be Orton versus Kevin at WrestleMania. Could be wrong though. But I don't think they're doing this and then doing a rematch at Mania. Can't be. Yeah, gifted memberships went slightly differently. I mean, there's a few people that got it repetitively. At least 3 people that got it before. That Jimbo 316 sign. Match begins. What time is it? I'd love to see this go like an hour. I don't think it will go an hour, but I'd love to see it do so. At least half an hour. I love how they even got the lighting off around the ring as well. Make it look like a dark match. Really selling the unsanctioned idea. Already getting the chairs in. Size of that pram bottle. That chair rebound was funny. How's Popeyes? I mean, I got a video on it, so you can go check out the video. Only 4 days later for streams are back. Yeah. I need to try and I'm trying to reset my sleeping pattern. I'm not gonna stay up all night. I'm too tired. I go to bed after this event, but I got tomorrow off work, or today. I mean, it's today now. It's Sunday. Want to try and be a morning person from Monday onwards for about 6 months, so I can because like until the clocks change. Until the clocks change, round one's gonna be at like 8 a.m. or whatever. The night game's at 8 a.m. when it's normally like 10 a.m. most of the season. But I have to wait till the clocks change in both countries. We'll get there though. You never watched the KFC video even though you requested it? I mean, fair enough. If you don't want to watch it, you don't want to watch it. A lot of people like that. I was so like, I was so I don't know what the word is, bemused. I don't think bemused is the right word. I was so perplexed by the amount of people that love that video. I'm just like, well, I was just sitting there eating KFC and just talk about something. But I guess that type of video is popular. Watching people eat and talk. I mean, that's called a what? It's called a mukbang, right? That's a popular form of video for some reason. I should do that. The original KFC. There's an original KFC in America. I talked about this in the Popeye video, but there's no like international airport next to it. The nearest airport international is like 2.5 hours away, so I'd have to hire a driver or something. I'd just go to that original KFC where it all started, and just sit there in KFC in front of the camera. For some reason, it would get a lot of views. What on earth? That's new. Kevin Owens strangling Sammy with a hockey stick and biting his nose. I'm just like, there's some weird fetish. What's going on? We'll actually stream. Well, I'm aiming to wake up in the morning every day from Monday. Aiming. I'm trying to I'm trying to keep it constant for 6 months so I can hopefully not miss any games. A table on a table. You know that you could film eating KFC in Australia as well? Yeah, I could. I could definitely could. Sammy going crazy with these tables. Am I a dump truck or not? What do you mean by this? What's a dump truck? Is it a metaphor for something? Because I'm not literally a dump truck. What a waste of popcorn that is. The only bad thing about Kale going for that table. I could add that popcorn. Just realised you're asking Mars, not me. I forgot to read the message before that. Using the ring bell as well. I like how they're improvising with the weapons they're using. It's not just like tables and chairs. I was going to say table, ladders and chairs, but they don't even use ladders yet. But I like how they're using the ring bell, which is not new, but like it's not used that often in no DQ matches. They even use the Kevin Owens just took a monitor out of the announce table and just threw it at Sammy. Used the hockey stick, obviously relevant to Canada. The point is, it's good they're not just whack each other with chairs all the time and going through tables. That is Logan Paul, yes. Damn, that was mad. This is where the match turns. Yeah, that is Logan Paul, yes. He joined WWE like, was it 2-3 years ago now? He does it part-time. He's not there all the time. But yeah, he does matches and a few other things. Jake Paul's the one that does the boxing, and Logan does WWE. Logan does boxing as well, but not that often. That was mad. They broke that chair. Sammy smashed through that. Sammy kicks out. You thought it was like a joke? Yeah, his reputation ain't great. Something happened in Japan which I shall not speak about, but obviously a really awful thing to do. And then recently he got accused of like scamming people on crypto or something. That was mad from Sammy. It was a good match, this. Holy shit, chants from the fans. I swear this guy in the crowd looks like me. Bit hairier. Helluva kick to the referee. Knocking out the referee in an ODQ match is a bit redundant, isn't it? Because they can still do whatever they want anyway. KO pins Sammy. The referee is down. Okay. Now it makes sense why they didn't have to, why they knocked the ref down. Second ref came out so quick. What on earth? Kevin's attacking the other ref. Surely Randy's got to come out. It makes complete sense. There's a third referee in now. Any what? Yeah, I take back my statement on it makes no sense for a referee to do a knocked out and no DQ. It does make sense because a guy goes to the pin and no one's there to count. It does make sense actually. Now I think of it, but it makes more sense if it's a normal match, because obviously they can't DQ you if they're knocked out. That was the point I was trying to make. Zero ladders today. Zinger nachos at the moment. Oh, is it? What, it's limited? Well, if it's still there, I'll probably try it. Honestly, even though you told me it's Tamil, I still don't recognize the word. I'm saying it in my head, and I still don't. I still can't fathom what it is. I'm not fluent, you know. I only learned to speak it to speak to my grandma because she struggled with English. Like she understands English when you speak it to her, but she can't. She struggles to actually speak it herself. So because of that, when I was a kid, I learned it. But like, my granddad always spoke to me in English from when I was a kid. My mom's like a bit of both, and my auntie's always in English as well. So, but grandma passed away in 2020, so now I basically have zero reason to speak the language. So in the last 5 years, I've definitely forgotten quite a lot because I barely speak it now. Aside from to my mom, like literally that's the only person I speak to, and she speaks to me in English half the time anyway. So I feel like I'm forgetting more and more Tamil every year. So whatever word you said, I may have known it 5 years ago. I don't know it now. Even 5 years ago, I was not fluent at all. Damn, this match is mad. Oh, blood. I thought that was rectum. I know that word. Earlier till March 24. Damn, I'm so close. Sammy's kicking out everything. English spelling threw me off. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Rest in peace, man. My condolences. There's a guy in the front row, and he's got a T-shirt. It says "Cena still sucks." I'm pretty sure it's not an official shirt, but that's funny. If he made that himself, that's creative. Maybe not made that himself, but like you can design shirts and websites and order them, right? So if he did something like that, fair enough. Unless it is like from a website somewhere. Yeah, Kevin kicks out as expected. There's a guy in Olympiakos kid near the front of the crowd. I think that's Olympiakos. Red and white stripes. Oh, I'm always noticing the most random things. What's Sammy found? Damn. Sammy's found a chair under the ring that's wrapped in barbed wire. Now that is creative. It's just a chair wrapped around in barbed wire. That's mad. It could be fake barbed wire, but it looks cool. Obviously, they've used real barbed wire before, WWE, but long time ago now. The fact he's hesitating makes you think, no, he's okay. He's actually hit Kevin with it. I love how Michael Cole is like on Sami Zayn's side. Even he's just like, Sami, don't do this. What if Kevin Owens powerbombs him onto that chair? Or he just gone head first into that barbed wire? What has Sami made there? Damn. That was good. Sami put two chairs next to each other and then laid out the barbed wire chair on top of them. Then he not power bomb, but then he slammed Kevin onto that chair. Creative. I honestly thought Kevin would counter and like just smash Sami on that chair and then Randy would come out. That's why I was surprised when Sami started battering Kevin onto it. Got randomly gifted. Yeah, YouTube picks people at random when I do that. Get 10 free per month. Obviously, this is March. Even Wade Barrett wants this over. What would Genius Taka get gifted? No idea. Damn. Sami's getting battered. I love how the camera cut to a guy that was in shock and everyone laughed at him. And he realized it was on camera. I rate the cameraman for getting that one. Going to give him memberships. I mean, I don't know how we talk to YouTube about that, but YouTube allocates it. If I could choose who to gift, I'd take that for sure. I'd give 10 people to choose from. I wish it would be like, oh, gift membership, and it'd come with a list of like people you can give it to. Obviously, 5,000 people would be a lot, but like not everyone will have like gifting enabled. Either way, like you can like surely, if that feature was a thing, you could have like most featured subscribers or whatever, most active subscribers, and that'd be the top of the list. That'd be a cool feature to add. Or you can do a thing where pop a powerball on the apron. You can do a thing where you click on someone's name and press gift. That's a thing on Twitch. On Twitch, there's this when you gift subs on Twitch, it does it randomly as well. But also, you can click on someone's name and gift it to them. You can just do that. YouTube needs something like that. All right, Kevin wins. I thought Randy would come out. I was wrong. That was a damn good match. Even Wade Barrett, the heel commentator, is like, I do not want this match. It was that brutal. Yeah, there's plenty of things to do in the city. Things to see, landmarks. Kevin's coming back down the ramp to attack Sammy, I think. Obviously, I don't think I need to go through the landmarks of London because I feel like it's obvious. You think of London, you probably think of that straight away. But yeah, there's some nice markets and places to eat and. Oh damn. There's Randy's coming out now. I knew he'd come out. I thought he'd come out during the match. He's come out after. Well, I was kinda right. Kevin going into the ring because he knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. London Dungeons, yeah, that's a good experience. Ministry of Sound. Yeah, I went to Union next to that nightclub. It's actually like on the same road as the nightclub. Love how the crowd is singing voices. Big up to Germany for starting that. There we go. Okay, it didn't take long. He's in a good position for the punt, if Rowan wants to do that. He picked up a chair, though. What a crowd shouting. It sounds like they're saying punt, 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 but like that's just what I want to hear. I think they're saying something else. Okay, he's throwing the chair out. He's going for the punt, surely. It's the perfect angle for a punt. Yeah, he's going for it. When was the last time we saw the punt? It's been a while. Like, I remember they banned it for a while and then they brought it back in like 2010s. Security just stopped it. Oh, for flip's sake. As if security stopped the punt. It's... Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Security come out. They couldn't stop Kevin getting to Sammy and attacking him, but they could stop Orton doing a punt. Okay, buddy. Yeah, you RKO the security man. Yeah, keep doing that. RKO all of them. Go on. How dare you stop a punt? 4 of them down. What kind of security is that, bro? There's like 15 of them. They came out. They couldn't stop Kevin Owens getting to Sammy, but they can suddenly stop a punt. You'd think Kevin was paying him, for flip's sake. Randy, look at the Mania sign. I think Owens v Randy at Mania is happening. Has to be. My next live stream depends on where. I stream all the time on Twitch. But here, probably Thursday morning. I'll probably just today for tips on just as a shorts video for round 1 anyway. Round 2 maybe I'll go back to stream. I might still do a ladder predictor actually, but I don't know when I would do that. But that's also something I could do before Thursday. I still hear Jay. Well, it's only 2:13 a.m. I feel like there should be like another hour 45 minutes left of this event. But it's only one match, but it is a chamber. It'll take a while. And the Rock Cody segment, which could be now, it could be after, and they'll probably have Travis Scott come out and do a performance. Round 0, indeed. 8:50 a.m. Yeah, to be fair, that's almost 9 a.m. You know, I've got to think about it like that. 8:50 a.m. That's too early. Almost 9 a.m. Actually, you know what? That sounds good. That sounds that might not sound that bad. I'm trying to hopefully get myself on like a midnight to 8 a.m. sleeping schedule. But I get home from work at midnight. But like if I go if I shower, because I get dirty at work. If I shower, then just go straight to bed. Should be in bed by 12:30, and then wake up at 8:30. Yeah, that might work. Today I got home late though, because there was traffic. No later than 1. I think I could follow that. Should I hope faithful sleep schedule as did last time? Yeah, definitely possible. I've only got one other holiday during the season. I'm traveling I'm traveling October to a couple countries, but that's after the season is done. I'm going somewhere end of August. Let me try and look into which AFL. I mean, I can check it here actually. Date and time TBC. Flip's sake. The last weekend of August, I'm going somewhere. If that's round 24, then that's quite a round to miss. Hopefully it's the buy round week. That'd be ideal. Could be. It could be. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that actually would make sense. If it's the buy round weekend, then it's perfect. 2 trips like every month. What happened? Nothing much. It's just that there's a lot less European trips now, so I'm not traveling as often. But I'm still like in October. I've got plans to go to a couple places. One is booked, one is not. Then you got the Australian trip. Then I got that trip end of August. And that's actually, I think my holiday allowance is completely done from that. Next year the plan is to, next year the plan is to go to America. I want to do some tours, and I'm not going to keep it like a secret or anything. I want to go to Miami. I want to go to the Daytona 500, which is like probably the biggest NASCAR race there is, and probably a great way to experience NASCAR. That's in February next year. If I could also factor that in, it's like an hour flight from Miami. I want to visit Denver, Colorado, and maybe even fit in the original KFC. I just got to think about how to actually get there because it's not close to an airport, or at least a big airport anyway. And also Mount Rushmore. So I want to try and fit all of that into 2 weeks. So I want to try and do that in 2026. And then I want to travel again in April to go somewhere in Africa, Southern Africa, to do safaris and stuff. And then hopefully, because I want to also try and go to the Grand Final next year, 2026. I want to try and do that. I also want the Darwin trip. So I might combine them. Or I could do 2 trips. I could do Grand Final separately. Then I can do Darwin and then fly to Sydney for my first SEG game. Something like that. But yeah. This year doesn't seem like as much, but I think because I'm traveling somewhere in October, 2 different places, and then America in February, and then April, and then possibly May or June for Darwin. And if I have any allowance left, try and go somewhere else. Then once that's all done, there's 2 more things I'd want to do. There's go to Antarctica and tour Asia. Or even try and see Northern Lights again. But I'm still so gutted that I didn't get to see that. I was thinking more. I don't think an Uber driver is going to do that, to be honest, even though it's a lot of money. But I was thinking more to just get a private driver. There's companies in the US that do that. You could just hire a driver, and you just prepay whatever money it is. I'd have to figure out how much it costs, though. I need to inquire about that. But like, I think there's 2 airports like 2.5 hours away. One Cincinnati. I think I'll probably go through there, through Ohio. And I'd have to find a company that would get a driver to drive me there and drive me back after I finish eating food. But if I can't do that, then, I can definitely fit the rest into 2 weeks. That race, a few days in Miami. Denver needs to be like a couple of days. And Mount Rushmore just needs to be 1 day, but it's still going to be like, you got to fly there, then do a tour, then fly out. Elimination Chamber's next, so that means Rock and Cody's last, okay. Men's Chamber, here we go, the big match. The one on the screen, on the thumbnail. I'm trying to think. So if I flew into Denver on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday in Denver, fly to Mount Rushmore on Thursday, see it on Friday, fly to where the race is on Saturday, watch the race on Sunday, fly to Miami Monday, 3 days there, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then what's left is the KFC. So either if I don't go to KFC, it'd be less than 2 weeks actually. But if I did KFC, it'd be fly to KFC on Friday. Fly to KFC. That sounds so. That narrows it down, doesn't it? KFC Saturday and then fly home Monday and get home on Tuesday. That's just over 2 weeks. It can be done. Because there would be a week where I have the weekend off. So that I could have like 16 days and have the same holiday allowance used. Because the weekend off doesn't count as holiday allowance, obviously. If I book 2 weeks plus the weekend, but also the race has to line up in the perfect weekend. What if the race doesn't line up? That's another problem. But I do know that the UK has direct flights to Miami and Orlando. I believe also Denver as well, there's a direct flight. So I could start at any of those places. I believe it is that one, yes. It's in Corbin, Kentucky. Corbin, Kentucky. There is a museum right next. I mean, it's in the same building, but like the museum's like on one side and the restaurant on the other side. I was thinking about doing it for McDonald's as well, but the original McDonald's doesn't exist anymore. They have a McDonald's that has been there a long time, but it wasn't the original one. That one shut down. Wouldn't be quite as special though. Even the McDonald's is like huge. Got a churn list. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like it's a great place to like go stop over during a road trip. There is a coach service there, a Greyhound from Cincinnati Airport. Not from the airport, but from a bus station there, which I don't think is far from the airport. The issue is it leaves like the leaving time is not too bad. It leaves in the afternoon, but to come back it's like 1 a.m. Could work, but with a suitcase, it's. I mean, I could book a hotel, leave it in Cincinnati. To be fair, Corbin's right next to London, Kentucky. Oh yeah, I remember when I looked up on the maps. I remember seeing London there. I'm just like, there's a place called London there. It's just like it was meant to be for me. Damian Priest, probably the least likely winner, aside from Logan. I feel like Damian and Logan definitely not winning this match. Oh yeah, I just realised your Denver question. This is, yeah. It's a nice city for a start. There's some nice things to see. It's also a great base to visit. To visit some great scenery out just outside the city. Uh, Actually, can't remember what it's called, but the largest national park in the U.S. is in Colorado, and it's like you can do tours from Denver. CM Punk, let's go. Rocky Mountain National Park. There you go. Hello, Dynamic. What are you doing? So yeah, there's like multiple things just outside of Denver that you can do tours from Denver. So it's a great base and it's a nice city to just chill. feel like I need more than 3 days in Miami now thinking about it. What did I do in Miami? Everglades. So the Everglades, a place you can do tours to. You go in a boat. You can see alligators and crocs. Obviously Florida notorious for those, especially alligators. Yes, so from Miami, you can take a day trip to the US southernmost point. There's like a sign that says US southernmost point. It's like right at the bottom of the US. I want to go there. The Windward Walls, Zoo, Miami. I might need 4 days there. London's right next to White's. What is a bit called White's in Kentucky? Maybe they mean egg whites. It's clobbering time. Got my first Empire member. I did not see. Is it you? Is that a spoiler alert? YouTube needs a thing where it tells you got a new member. It doesn't do that. Like, it should tell me. You got a new member. What, how? Why is that so hard, YouTube? So we got our first ever dynamic. I was going to say dynamic empire. We got our first ever Davidoff's Empire member, and that's dynamic pool. I need to update the description of this stream as well. I haven't changed it enough. There's a new rule on the thing. You'll not be in the description if you're gifted. You got to buy, but there will be some exceptions. So there'll be some people, like for example Epic Indian, if he's gifted, he'll still be in the description, but the vast majority of the gifted won't be in the description. It's just to save, because last year we got to 147. I did not have enough characters for that. John Cena! Here we go! You know the guy who bought the highest membership, he still pays for it, you know? He still pays that money every single month. And he also is member on my vlog channel, Sir Davidoff. That one has one tier only, 99p. Oh my days, he started already. I thought you'd wait until the... I thought you'd wait until the first AFL stream of the season. Need to get dynamic pools thing up. When this match starts, I'll be obviously focusing on the match, but I'll still be reading the chat here and there. But forgive me if I miss certain chats. Not because I don't want to read it. I'm just really intrigued about how this match goes down. I got to scroll down to find your name now because you give to so many subs. He's trying to get that 150 member special. Alright, I've added you, but I gotta remove you from the bottom of the list, so then it works better. Save. Description is saved. Dynamic pool is rich. He got scammed earlier. Epic Indian got one. Oh, not Mr. Cat, for flip's sake. Oh no, 69420 got one as well. Drew McIntyre. I think this match will either be Drew winning, Punk winning, or Cena winning. Seth v Cody would be a good match, but I don't think they'll have him win this. And Damian Cody went, I don't think, and Logan Cody's definitely not going to be the main event. A little dumb for retiring. What, Dana? Dynamic Paul trying to fire shots. I honestly can't remember who said that, Mask. Honestly, I have no. I completely forgot. Probs Razor Ray. Yeah, probably. Well, it's pretty interesting that there was two referee, not referee, sorry, two umpire accounts in the chat. Like two people of all the people they wanted to pretend to be umpires. We had Razor Ray and Scott McLaren. What is Seth wearing today? My days. A bit about Thomas Fee. Possible. Possible. Yeah, and an airport as well. My days. I don't know why I'm drinking water right now. I don't want to go to the toilet during this match. What am I doing? Wish I could use the toilet. I wish I could go to the toilet on demand. Not on demand, on command. That'd be so good. Like, I want to go right now. Let's go. It would fix a lot of life's problems. Thomas Philly must have weird... Yeah, maybe. on Ben Thomas video just to see if he's watching every stream. Maybe an idea. The match begins. Miss Claymore and Miss Curb Stop already. Have any new emojis? No, we don't. So how YouTube works is you gotta get to that target again. So like if it says 50 members to get the next, just as an example, if you're on 48 and it says you need 50, if you lose that 48, you gotta gain 50 again. It's not just like you gotta get 2 more regardless. You gotta get 2 more when you're on 48. If that makes sense. So to get extra emojis, we gotta get to 147 again, and then get even more. And that's how we unlock them. It's an annoying system. It should be just overall members. We got half the ladder though. That's not too bad. Him and Ricky so be banter forever. Honestly, for a second I forgot who Ricky was. I'm just like, who's Ricky? Ah, Ricky. The Venom Master fella. Or Carnage, whichever one he was. We need a David Discord server. I mean, there's 2. There was one that was it Mask who made it, or was it someone else? It was either Mask or the other guy, other wrestling fan. But one of them made a Discord for me. Then I stopped using it. Not because I don't like it. I use Discord right now, but yeah, it never gained traction. Then I stopped using it, and it was just like, okay, never mind then. Then I made my own one, and it's just sitting there doing nothing. Made my one like last year, I think. Don't forget to declare the income. Yeah, I actually got paid from YouTube last week. So I've got to go on a personal tax account on the UK tax website, and I got to report my extra income. And then it hits my work wages, because like the work wages will get auto taxed, so like all the tax is taken out, and student loan payments taken out, and then you get your take home pay, as it's called. So my YouTube earnings will be factored into my personal allowance. I think the first, is it 12 grand? The first 12 grand you earn per year is not taxed. But for me it's less than 12 grand because everything earned from YouTube is minus from that money. So I get taxed earlier. If that makes sense. I don't know how people with 2 jobs manage, you know. People with 2 jobs, they'll get taxed heavily. I can read it out after this match is over. This match could last like an hour though, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe Mars, maybe, but I just thought you can get early videos. It's fine. I didn't even announce the ones on the vlog channel. But that's got 2 now. including the guy who pays the expensive one on this channel. I appreciate it. I was just like, oh damn. Damian Priest is next. Am I gonna do a stream for the Simon charity match? I can't remember. I can't remember when it is, but it depends when it is and if I'm working that day. Then possibly, but even then, it still depends. It will be live on YouTube as well, right? Also, how'd you do that? You can type special messages if you remember. I don't know that was a thing. Normally, when it comes up in green, it's like it's because you donated something or gifted a membership. I don't know. You can just send a message in the green without. If that's new, that's cool. March the 8th. Let me check. I am off on March the 8th. I am off on March the 8th. That's pretty lucky. I work two out of every 3 Saturdays. Every 3 weekends I work 2 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. I don't know how much it costs me in taxes. It's kind of hard to track because, like, on my payslip, it obviously doesn't say, "Oh, YouTube deductions," but it would just look like a normal payslip. It would just say, "Oh, gross pay, deductions, and then pay, take home pay." Dynamic Paul and Mars McGee podcast together. That's a new one. What's my tax bracket? The lowest one. um, so it's 20% tax and 12% national insurance. National insurance covers other things that tax doesn't. So yeah, altogether it's 32%. Plus, I get minus for student loans. I get paid, I think, just enough to get student loan payments. But it's like, let me check how much student loans are paying because it varies per week because it depends how much I earn. And my pay is variable. I get paid different amounts every week. Student loan £9. I paid £9 student loan this week. There was a week when it was £14. So that gets, obviously it's a little bit extra, but it's still deductions. And the more I get paid, the more that gets paid as well. So national insurance pays for pensions and NHS. I had to Google it just in case. And other benefits like employment allowance, which doesn't apply to me anyway because I got a job. So I don't know if that refers to other people's employment allowance. I don't know. I know how that exactly works. And then obviously tax pays for everything else that tax pays for. Roads, schools, whatever you can think of that tax would cover. Oh yeah, and I also got pensions with my work, which is optional. I could just say no, but I decided to do that. So that gets deducted too. So I look at my payslip, I'm just like, oh, minus tax, minus NI, minus student loan, minus pension. And it's like, ah! Logan Paul with a thumbnail image there on the cage. You know the highest tax bracket actually paid 2% national insurance. So like Premier League football players, they pay 45% tax, but they pay only 2% national insurance. Obviously, they still get taxed almost half anyway, so it's not like they're not getting taxed, but yeah. That's mad, Dave. If you're rich, you get taxed 47% in total. Hogan kicks out. That could have got Punk and Cena last. Who's coming out first? Super Cena or the cult of personality? Cena is next. Hey, already? Time for the 5 knuckle shuffle. You said it mentioned Texas. No, Texas is in October. I'm going to Austin. Would be cool to also. Oh, Cena took out everyone and they got Claymore. Damn. McIntyre eliminated first. What on earth? I did not expect that. What's the other place in Texas? You mentioned it in the stream earlier that I'd like to go to, but I'm not going to. Houston, yeah, Houston is a great place, but I'm going to Austin instead. Austin also has like their own Capitol building. It's like obviously there's one in Washington. The one in Austin, Texas is actually bigger than the Washington one. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I gotta try tacos there. I tried tacos for the first time in Mexico. I feel like I gotta try Texan tacos. WWE waste Drews so much. They do, yeah. I wonder what he's doing WrestleMania now. Logan Paul, top of the pod. Logan eliminates Priest. Yeah, I can't remember the exact vlog. I think it was flying home, actually. I think it was flying home. I tried it in the airport. I believe in Cancun. But yeah, I tried tacos for the first time. Got 3 little tacos and they were nice. Not easy to eat, but nice. I mean, it's easy to eat because they're fairly small, but like obviously because there's openings on both sides, they can easily drop out. There is a taco hold, which I've not quite got the hang of. Amsterdam is the correct mask. You do pay attention. Last year I mentioned I got a ticket for the Dutch Grand Prix in F1. So voila. And I thought it was a great thing to combine because I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam. The F1 is not in Amsterdam; it's in a place called Zandvoort, which is like a half an hour train. So I can get a train to the track on race day, and the rest of the weekend I can spend in Amsterdam. And before you say he's gonna do this and that, no, I'm not doing either of those things. So relax. But I might walk through that street. I'm gonna walk through that street. Probably not gonna vlog it. I'm gonna walk through that street. I'm not actually gonna do anything there though. So don't worry about that. And I definitely shall not be eating any cakes over there. But it is a nice city, like nice landmarks, interesting museums. So it's a good place to explore for a couple of days, and probably a good nightlife as well over there. Probably a very good nightlife over there. And a half an hour train to the race on Sunday, so it's like a really nice jam-packed weekend. Seth Rollins attacking Punk. What street? There's a street of red lights and people of mostly one gender in there looking for customers. We got to keep it PG just in case Thomas 30 is watching. He's very young, you know. I'm just saying I'm going to walk through that street and I'm going to see what the vibe is like. You think that's in Thailand? I'm sure there's also one in Thailand as well. Flipping neck Logan Paul. You heard in Amsterdam you're supposed to ride a bicycle everywhere? No, you can walk. There's also a lot of canals, so you can take a boat. Probably costs a bit of money, but you know. Apparently most of the workers there are Eastern European. As in, they're not Dutch. I'm just like, the Dutch are famous for that street, but most of the women aren't even Dutch. Punk eliminates Logan Paul. Punk, Cena, and Rollins, final three. Rollins won't win, so I think either Punk or Cena wins. If Rollins gets to final two, I know who's winning. If Rollins gets eliminated now, then it's more unpredictable. What is this? I know what you're talking about, Musk. I think that'd be my last trip to Europe until Antarctica. I do want to visit Berlin, to be fair, but that can be on the shelf for a while. I can visit there in future. I do want to go to Switzerland, though. That's a nice place in Switzerland as well. Good mountain ranges, nice little villages. What about Russia? As far as I know, it's not advised to travel there. This is. Just fly to Russia, like, hello, here is my British passports. There's clearly no issues between Britain and Russia right now. Surely you'll let me in peacefully. It's a good spot from Cena. Cena and Punk, first time in over a decade. And Cena's just smiling. He's proud of him. Cena and Punk share a hug. That's wholesome. And then they start punching each other. We love it. Two veterans going at it. The war will be over soon. It could be, yes. But I still feel like relations between the two countries aren't exactly going to be great even after the war ends. Me personally, I'd love for every country to get along, to be at peace. But you know, sometimes it's just human nature, isn't it? So sometimes some people just don't get along. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw a meme about it. The reporter, the reporter asking the question. You're looking up. The meme doesn't sound as funny when I explain it, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. SDF. Cena getting popped on SDF. There's mad nostalgia, even though it was only just over a decade ago. Which could definitely be nostalgia. Counter Anaconda Vice. I remember when they changed the name of that to Intercom Device. What everyone dropped on my head right now. I think I'd be dead bait. So, so I don't know what I'd do, mate. Anything I could do would be in the afterlife, not I think I'd be finished. Oh damn. Punk jumps on Cena. Cena roll through and into the AA. AA! I prefer to call it the FU. Punk kicks out. I'm actually very intrigued. Like, Cena could win, Punk could win. And I don't know which one it is. But one of them is facing Cody at WrestleMania. And that's a really good match. And I really don't mind which one it is. But what does the loser do? What match is he having? Cena into the pod. Rollins smacked him through that glass. Well, it's definitely not glass, but still. Punk almost rolled up Rollins. Rollins kicked out. Pedigree to Punk. Rollins could pin him here. His kick out. And just my mindset is it's either Punk or Cena, so if Rollins eliminates one of them, it's not predictable, but it's not a bad idea. But I'd rather Rollins gets eliminated so we get an unpredictable final two. If Rollins wins this, then fair enough. I hold my hands up and I'll be like, you know what? I was wrong. But I just can't see it. Well, Roman Reigns could come out, to be fair. Punk elbow off the top rope. Buckle bomb from Rollins and curb stop. Does Punk kick out here? Maybe he doesn't. Punk kicks out. Okay. Oh, Cena's back. GTS to Rollins and an AA. Punk goes for the pin. Alright, Punk and Cena, last two. One of them is facing Cody. Now that's massive. trying to see. They're not showing it, but I'm trying to see if Seth's actually out the chamber. Because what if he costs one of them the match? Because I know there's rumors about Seth possibly facing Punk and Roman at Mania. Which would be a great match, but it's not really a match that I want. Especially non-title. GTS. Cena kicks out. Punk 40 had it won. Hey. Punk kicks out. Punk has kicked out a lot in this match. I don't know who I have to win here. Because what if Cody turns heel? If Cody turns heel and goes with The Rock, if Cena wins, that would be a great story. But if Punk wins as well, that would also be a great story. But if Cody doesn't turn heel, what if if Cody doesn't turn heel, what if Punk takes the offer? Curb stomp to Punk. I knew it. They left the cage open. I knew it. They left the chamber open. STF. Rollins curb stomps Punk. That means Punk and Rollins are going to go at WrestleMania. That rumor's true then. That rumor's true then. Cena wins. Oh, so they are doing Seth, Punk, and Roman then. Damn. I think Cody takes the Leo. I don't think Cena does. That was a good match. I'm so glad Cena is getting that big title match. I don't know if he'll win, but I'm glad he's getting it. Because the rumors were he'd face Logan Paul, so that's good. See, Cena and Cody. Here comes Cody. Does The Rock come out next? There you go, here comes The Rock. Oh, Travis Scott first. The Rock's entrance of a Travis Scott remix. His final boss entrance is longer than the Undertaker's entrance. Excuse me. Excuse me. I want your mind. Press it. God have mercy, I need your soul. Was Cody's answer. Go F yourself live on live on Netflix. I love it. Well, that's Cody's answer. This is a good segment. So if Cody's not turning, are we having face versus face? Unless Cena turns. Cody's dressed like he's a character from Red Dead Redemption 2. Or 1. It's just the chain on his waistcoat that makes it look that way. Then he just needs a hat to add on and a horse. Oh! Cena's doing the turn. Okay, that I did not expect. That I did not expect. Cena's going villain mode? A heel Cena. Bro, as soon as he hugged Cody, I saw The Rock do the slit throat thing. I didn't even clock it at that point that he was going to get Cena to turn. Then I saw Cena's look on his face looking at him. I was just like, oh no. And then he low blows him. Heel Cena is something I can get behind. I genuinely didn't think Cena could turn. I thought if Punk won the chamber, I thought definitely Punk could turn and go at The Rock. Instead of Cena just doing it. Which is great. Heel John Cena, finally. We've been waiting decades for this. Decades. When was he last heel? 2000 and what? Now that's going to be a good WrestleMania main event. I am very satisfied with that. Cody versus heel Cena with The Rock in his corner. Yeah, I don't know if Rock's going to be in the ring, but outside the ring, but at least, you know, there's that allegiance there. Cena going angry mode. Michael Cole just like, what does he just sell out? Well, to win the championship that he's holding up right now. If heel Cena wins the championship, that's goated. That's the best main event of all time. I don't care how good the match is. Oh, Cody's bleeding. He got more blood out of Cody there than he did from Owen Sammy. And they were hitting each other with a barbed wire chair. And hockey sticks and stuff. I did not expect the best part of the event to be something that wasn't a match. Seeing as I'm ripping Cody's shirt off. Michael Cole has got to stoop to this shit. I love the addition of swearing on the Netflix era. Travis Scott's involved as well. What's going on? Oh, The Rock's getting his belt out. That's mad. I've been waiting 20 years for this. We finally got villain John Cena back. We've been waiting so long. We've been waiting so long. This is the best. Last year we didn't think we'd ever get a heel Rock. We got the heel Rock back, Now we got heel Cena back, and now they're together on the same team. Now this is cinema right here. This is cinema right here. I'm glad they finally had the balls to do it. Well, there you go. That was a damn good event. What time is it? 3:30. Okay, maybe half an hour less than what I wanted it to be, but that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Obviously, I missed most of the women's chamber match. The most interesting bit I missed as well with the Naomi situation. Women's tag was alright. That was just a match. Sammy versus Kevin was a really good match. That was bad. And then Orton's return. Apart from him not being able to punt him, it was this is a really good part of that. And then the Elimination Chamber match was good. I knew, like, as soon as Drew got eliminated first, I knew, like, it was going to be either Punk or Cena. Got to the final two, and I didn't mind either one because the Cody versus Cena, Cody versus Punk, those are two crazy matches, two great main events. So I was glad, like, I was happy to see Cena win, but at the same time, I'm not happy about the Seth Rollins costing Punk, because that means the rumor is true. It's going to be Seth versus Punk versus Roman in a triple threat. That doesn't involve any championship. I just feel like that's a cop-out. Like, it's a really good wrestling match, and I'm sure it will be, but we don't need Punk versus Rollins versus Roman in a triple threat without any championship involved. They should just do Rollins versus Roman, one-on-one. That already is a match that's elite anyway. And then Punk could do something else. He has that Heyman favor as well. Like, I didn't, like, it's the way because the way that Seth cost him, that definitely means they're going to be going at each other for WrestleMania. And I'm just like, we're not doing this Rollins debacle again. Not again. And I just know that rumor was true now. That's going to be that triple threat. So that's frustrating me a bit. But yeah, Cena winning is completely fine. And it was made even better from that final segment. John Cena turned heel. He turned villain. We finally have evil John Cena. It took 20 years. They've not been doing it this whole time because obviously he's famous with the kids. He does a lot of Make-A-Wish, a lot of great PR. They're never going to turn him into a bad guy. They finally turned him. He's finally the bad guy. And I'm so glad. It's been waiting a long time. He's retiring this year anyway. I'm glad they're going with this. A villain John Cena against Cody Rhodes for the championship. Now that is amazing. The best part of this event wasn't even a match. It was John Cena turning into a villain. John Cena and The Rock together as heels is mad to think about in 2025. If you told me that 2 years ago, I'd have been like, Are you off your head? This guy's a lunatic. Yeah. But here we are. That was bloody incredible. That was the most fun I've had watching wrestling in a while, I think, actually. Come to think of it. And it wasn't even a match. It wasn't even a match. To be fair, Sammy vs. Ken was a great match as well. And Randy's return. So it had some great moments aside from that. But yeah, that was really good. So yeah. No, his last match is at the end of this year. He's doing a farewell tour. He's doing a farewell tour from January to December. He did his last Royal Rumble, last Chamber, last WrestleMania, but his last match is going to be, yeah, probably in December somewhere. Will I be supporting Freya? No, I'll just be there as a neutral. I'll just be enjoying the show. I got a good seat as well. It cost like $120. There were cheaper ones for like $40. I thought to myself, I want to see somewhere decent. It's still like it's level one. It's level one, but it's like it's in a good area of the stadium. So I'm looking forward to showing you my seat there. All I need now is the Adelaide Geelong game. I have got someone who wants to give me a ticket because he's got spares. He bought tickets for that game in like 3 different areas. He wants to give me one of his spares, but he can't transfer it to me yet. But I'm still waiting on that because there's no guarantees there either. Because even that, because I got my tickets for Port v Hawthorn, the 2 Saturday games, and Sydney Collingwood, Adelaide Oval. I can't transfer those tickets. Obviously, I'm not going to transfer them anyway. But if I could, I can't do it. It does it because the tickets aren't officially active yet. Apparently, it could be like a week or 2 before the event, so it's quite late. But the fact that there's 4 teams I've not seen yet, the 2 WA teams, which I'm definitely going to see. All that's left is Adelaide v Geelong, and they're playing each other. It's way too convenient, and the fact I haven't got a ticket yet is really frustrating me. He's forcing an in-person meetup. No, I mean I don't mind meeting him up, to be honest. He's been subscribed a while. But yeah, I believe he's from Melbourne. He's travelling up there. But yeah, like it's verified and stuff. Like he had 2 spares, and he showed me the areas, like what seat it is, and everything extra. Am I going to Melbourne 2026? Well, my plan is to go to the 2026 Grand Final. 2026 next year, I want to go to the Grand Final. That is the plan. So that would be the next time in Melbourne, and probably the last time until, because I want to go to Antarctica. Like that's like I'm now becoming more and more obsessed with going there. So I want 2 more trips to Australia, obviously including Gather Round. Maybe 3 trips. It depends, because I might go to Darwin and then go to the Grand Final separate trip. I might do that. Then after 2026, I just want to save for Antarctica, and it will take maybe like a year of saving. Am I getting to 2025 Grand Final? No, I'm not. Next year is the plan. I don't have enough holiday allowance anyway, even if I wanted to. But yeah, it's gonna be as simple as 2026. This year it's about Gather Round. Yeah, there's no games at Adelaide Hills, are there? I don't think Adelaide Hills has a game. Barossa, yeah, I've chosen not to. Just after what you said to me, I went on Google Maps and I went to check like travel options and like how to get there and stuff. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I'm just like, no. I would love to see one of the Norwood games for sure. I think Norwood has got Game of the Round. Arguably, it could be. I mean, it might not be, but I feel like Brisbane Western Bulldogs, is it? I think it might be that. Is it that one? One of the Norwood games is like really good. Like it should be at the Oval, but it's not. I'd love to go to those Norwood games, but I don't have tickets. Those are like a lot harder to get, to be fair. Should we go to all the A4 finals? Nah, it's just gonna be grand final. I've already experienced week 1. Obviously, prelim would be cool to experience as well, but I'll probably just like do grand final 2026. I just hope it's not like if I go to next year's grand final, right, and if Geelong are playing in it, I'm gonna because Geelong are really good right now, and I feel like they'll have a good season this year, and I feel like they'll still be good next year. So if I go to the grand final next year and it's Geelong the grand final, and if they win, it makes it even worse, and I'm just like, I'm gonna think to myself, I went to one grand final in my lifetime and just watched Geelong win a flag. So that's one thing that can't happen. Please, please no. You get premium grand final ticket. You would if you buy the first one, so the cheapest one, and that sells out very quick. But yes, the second one onwards is just a grand final with some extra perks. They're more expensive, but you get less football, less footy. What if Hawks get eliminated in the prelim? Then it's Geelong versus SM grand final. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I should go into the stadium with a Hawthorn hat. Would I get kicked out for that? I don't know. You wouldn't if it was regular season, but in the grand final, you never know. There's no grandstands, you could stand outside. Let me look up Norwood Oval. Yeah, theoretically you could. I see what you mean. It would be cool to experience that. I want to be in it. I want to be in the stadium though. Because whenever I watch Sandford, I really like the aesthetic of the stadiums. I'm just like, that's a really cool place. I'd love to go and see a game there. Obviously, Sandford's on a bye round on that, or during gather round, so I can't do that. But would have liked to see a AFL game at Norwood, but it's not quite to be apparently. People just laugh at me. Yeah. But like, would security be like? Should he be doing that? Lions going for free peek. You know what I was considering doing at one point? I was considering doing, right? So I was considering flying to Australia, landing on Saturday morning, stay there, watch the grand final, then fly home the same night. I was considering doing that. Then I thought to myself, a brown man going to Australian border customs with nothing but a backpack and telling them, hey guys, I have no address to stay in. I'm just here in my backpack. I'm going to go see an AFL game and I'm going to leave tonight. I feel like it would sound suspicious. They'd be like, are you traveling on your own? He's traveling on his own. Get border control. This guy's a nutter. I feel like it wouldn't work. I can go to like Spain for the day and do that, but like, I feel like traveling from England to Australia, just on my own and saying I got no address to stay at. I just feel like it would sound off. I was just like, you know what? That's probably not a good plan. But I was considering that at one point. That would be the craziest vlog of all time. I would still consider flying in on Saturday though, but I'd book a hotel and stay for a few days. Plus, I haven't seen Wilson's prom yet, so could be like, oh, grand final, then the next day Wilson's prom. Security gear won't worry about you. Yeah, but has anyone tried something like that? This is what I'm curious about. Like, say for example, Collingwood West Coast 2018. Were there any Frio caps in there? I feel like someone would do that. Like, I feel like there's people who have the balls to do that. Or like an Essendon cap or whatever. Like, I feel like I don't see it at grand finals. I see it at regular season games. But yeah, that's 2026, guys. It's a long time away. Okay, I'm planning a trip to the Netherlands in August. Um, October, I'm going to Texas. I'm also going somewhere in Africa in October as well. That's not confirmed yet, but I should be doing that. In February, 2-week tour of the US, multiple states. April next year, Southern African country, doing some safaris and seeing a famous landmark. Um, and then Darwin, trip to Darwin, and then I think about the grand final. So it's a long way to go, and many holidays to go before that. I'm also considering a trip to Jordan, because ever since I saw 3 of the 7 Wonders of the World last November, now I've seen 4 out of 7, including the Colosseum, which I saw as a kid. So considering I'm 3 away, if I have holiday space, I might go to Jordan to see Petra. Then I've seen 5 out of 7. And then it's just India and China. And like I want to do a tour of Asia anyway, so I feel like India and China just fit into that. I also want to go on a tiger safari in India. The fact they got wild tigers, lions, and bears over there is quite mad. Are these Africa trips secret or just unplanned? So there was a few countries, but there's 2 specific countries I want to visit in Africa, and I wanted to go to both in 2024, but I cancelled one because I was spending too much money on holidays. I couldn't have afforded it, and then the other one I had to cancel because of my job situation. I also cancelled my South America trip because of job situations. Obviously, didn't book anything yet. The South America trip was back on once I got everything secured and everything was all right. Money was good, but I couldn't go to that other Africa trip, so I had to cancel 2 Africa trips last year. So I want to go to those, one this year, one next year, hopefully. So that would be good. But yeah, that is all from me. That is the stream done. I enjoyed this event. That was some good TV. I had a great time. And to see John Cena turn villain, chef's kiss. Only negative for me is the fact that it's going to lead into like this triple threat between Punk and Rollins and Roman, which I just don't want. But it is what it is. But I'm very happy in the Cena Cody Rock situation. I feel like they booked that perfectly. So Triple H did a great job there with that. And Sammy v Kevin was great. Orton's return as well. That was great as well. Buy a lotto ticket. I don't think I'd win, mate. Yeah, I went to Brazil, Peru, Mexico. Everything was all good. So yeah, one more continent, Antarctica. I want to start saving at the end of 2026, probably after the grand final. That'll probably be my last trip of this whole crazy thing I've been doing since 2022. I still want to tour Asia. I'm going to let you know actually what countries I want to visit before I go in Asia. So this is what I want to visit in Asia. I'll try and say roughly how much I want to spend there. I mentioned this in like a vlog video as well with my granddad, but so India and China, obviously wonders of the world, Great Wall of China and the Taj Mahal. Also Tiger Safari in China. Maybe seeing pandas in China Tiger Safari in India, sorry, and pandas in China would be pretty cool. I want to go to the Philippines, Manila. I got a friend who lives there, first of all, and second, I feel like there's some good places there. So at least 2 or 3 days there would be more than enough. Singapore, 2 or 3 days again. Nice city there and some nice things to see, including that boat building. Or is that Malaysia? The other country is Malaysia. Also 2 to 3 days. Again, good things to see in Kuala Lumpur. Indonesia, Bali, to be specific. Again, 2 to 3 days. So those 4 countries could be done in one holiday, for sure. South Korea. I want to spend maybe South Korea. That's really bad English. I want to spend maybe South Korea. What are you saying, Davidoff? I want to spend roughly a week in South Korea. I want to visit Seoul, Busan, and also the border. You can go not right on the border, but you can go to the DMZ zone, the demilitarized zone between North Korea and South Korea. So you can go there and you can see North Korea through binoculars. It's completely safe as well. They run tours every day, so that's pretty crazy. So I want to do that. I want to visit Japan. The thing in Japan is I want to go there twice because I want to go to Tokyo and Yokohama, but I also want to go to Osaka and Kyoto, and they're on two separate sides of the country. And I feel like Tokyo, even just Tokyo alone, I could spend like a week and a half at least. I feel like I gotta go to Tokyo and then come back again to go to Osaka. I also want to ride the bullet train as well. The bullet train would be really fun. So there's a few Japanese cities I want to visit. Also Mount Fuji. I don't think you can go up it, but you can go near it. Also Kyoto is great for Japanese culture and stuff. Thailand. I want to spend approximately a week to 2 weeks in Thailand, but like going not just Bangkok, but like going around. There's a lot of like great mountain ranges and countryside to explore over there. Same with Vietnam. Vietnam has you can spend a week or two in Vietnam. So there's that. Also, Vietnam has that street in Hanoi, where there's a train that goes through the street, and it's like there's no platform. You're just there on the road, and you got to be on the side to avoid the train. Bali, pretty sure it's for the Australians. That's great. Then I can talk to them about AFL. Your mate just went to DMZ. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, what do I do for work to pay for my trips? People keep asking me what I do for work. This happened twice in the stream already. I'm never gonna say what I do for work on my YouTube. I've always kept the two things separate. I don't say what I work as for on YouTube, and I don't turn on at work what I do YouTube. Although people did find out at my previous workplace. One of the gifted subs earlier was actually to one of my work friends, which is quite funny. But yeah, that is all. But yeah, Antarctica is somewhere I definitely want to go. Before I do all those Asian tours and everything, I want to go to Antarctica first. Because I can tour Asia in the future. It's fine. It's just that Antarctica, I've been to 6 continents now out of 7. Just completed South America a few months ago. I need that 7th. It's just that it costs a lot of money. Like the cheapest tour I've seen is like £6,000-7,000, and it's so. I looked at it. I'm just like, you don't even go onto Antarctica. You stay in the boat. I don't want that. But the ones we actually go onto the thing, and like you get to see penguins. You get to actually walk on Antarctica. You also see orcas in the ocean. That's like upwards of £10,000, and that's just like a week or less in Antarctica. Even I think it's even like a few days. I think it's about half a week, because I think it includes the journey. It takes like 2 days to get there. It takes 2 days to get there, but like it's called Drake's Passage. It's like a rough terrain of sea that you got to get through. It's not a comfortable ride apparently. Ravino, mate, where have you been? You see, Ravino doesn't pay attention like you do. So I got to say that Mars McGee might be a better subscriber than Ravino. Any subscriber that has been subscribed for a while knows I've been to Egypt. I've literally already seen the pyramids, bruv. Syria, I don't want to die. I am not going to any war zones, guys. Relax. My days. I can be crazy, like going to Antarctica, but your neighbors went for 26 days, $45,000. Yeah, but that's for 26 days. I just literally want to go there, walk there, see some penguins, see some orcas, and go. That's literally like 3 days max. So I just need to find the right tour. But it's still, even for like a week tour, it's like £10,000 plus. That's a lot of money. It's like I'd have to stop traveling completely. And then, but that's what I'm planning to do. After 2026, I'm planning to just save, and then go to Antarctica. Antarctica 2027, hopefully. What about Hawaii and New Zealand? They're on my list, but they're like on the shelf. Something for like way beyond the Asia tour. All right, now we've seen Syria and Ukraine suggested for holidays, and somehow someone didn't know when to Egypt. It's just, you know what, this time. Oh yeah, Jord, what do you think about the event, bro? I was so gassed to see Cena turn heel. I've been waiting for villain Cena. It's his time. If you told me that Cena would turn heel and align with The Rock, who's also heel 2 years ago, I would have been like, WWE wouldn't do that. They don't have the balls. They haven't got the balls. Well, here we are. Here we are. That was mad. It's a shame I finished my Pringles. Would have loved some more Pringles right now. Imagine we all see each other in World War III. If World War III happens, I'm gonna die, mate, because I'm not gonna fight. If they want to throw me in prison, that's fine. I am not fighting in World War III. I'm going full pacifist mode. All right. I'm excited and F you king disgusted in yourself. Look, listen, right? Villain John Cena takes the cake. That makes the whole event. Sammy and Kevin with Randy's return and that main segment, cinema, absolute cinema. Like, I genuinely, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that segment was the best part of the whole event, and there were some great matches tonight. Ravinia, you can't fly to Antarctica. You fly to South Argentina, then take a boat to Antarctica. You can fly from South Argentina, but it's got to be like a private plane. There's no commercial airlines there, but there is a place you can land. I'm pretty sure, because there's researchers there, and I'm pretty sure there's military there as well. But it's like, I don't think anyone officially owns that land. But there's people. There's like no one lives there officially, but there's like researchers and stuff. So there's definitely like an airstrip or something, but generally you take an international flight to South Argentina, then you take a boat. That's how you get there. Or you can go from Australia, I think, because obviously, but that's the other side of Antarctica. No, wait, not really the other side, but it's not the same area as Argentina. A UK guy going to the Falklands, that won't cause any problems. Apparently I'll be alright. Just based on what I've heard and seen. As long as there's a place called, I think it's called Ushuaia. It's a southern Argentinian city. It might be the most southern city in the world. That's a really nice place for tourists, and plenty of Brits go there. Can't the boat get in by sea creatures? What sea creatures? Do you guys understand how big this boat is? Can I just wait? Wrong screen record. Hang on a sec. Ravinio is suggesting that there is a fish that can eat these. Bro, they don't send regular boats in there. They send I think you call them icebreakers. There are boats that break through ice. But bro thinks there's a fish that's gonna eat this. Bloody hell. I don't even know which one I'd get even at this point, but there's different companies that do it. That looks fun. I think this is Drake's Passage. There's a rough, so it takes 2 days to get there from South Argentina. It takes 2 days to get there, 2 days, which is pretty crazy in itself. Yeah, there you go. Kraken. Yeah, okay, buddy. Reader remembers out. Yeah, there's different rules now, mate. The rules don't apply to gifted anymore. So like, you don't get a description unless there's like exceptions made. So like, if Epic Indian got gifted one, I put in a description. But like, yeah, it's different rules for gifted now. It's all like, if you buy your own one, then you can get it. Is 69420 on drugs or something? I just spoke the last 10 minutes about I want to go to Antarctica, and he's just like, no, how about going to Antarctica? That's literally what I've just been saying this whole time, bruv. Whatever sharks you're talking about, they're not in these waters. You understand these boats go there and back quite a lot, right? Like, they don't go once in a while. They're not waiting for me. They go multiple times a year. Those gifted ones never show up. Yeah, true. You think Dan has missed this? That's unfortunate. They're waiting for what? You did it in the grand final. Yeah, but that was last year. I changed the rules recently. Is this Jordan's first membership? And it was the one I gifted him. George subscribes plenty on Twitch though, so there is that. Oh, Dynamic Pool has done his moderator stuff. Dynamic Pool has gifted a total of 150 subs now in over the last year and a half a year, I mean. But yeah, Jordan, I was talking about my holiday plans earlier. And I want to go to Antarctica. And then once I'm done with that, I want to tour Asia. So then I want to go to the Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, South Korea, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, and China. Did I say India? I think I said India. I also want to visit Jordan, Jord. I wondered if you wanted to know that. One of the wonders of the world is there, so it's a reason to go. I've already seen 4 out of 7. It's only 3 away. I've also seen 2 of the 7 natural wonders of the world. That's a separate list. I'm pretty sure when Ricky said that racist stuff on Reddit, Mr. Cat said, "No, don't ban him. Just ban the racist ones and keep the funny ones up." I'm just like, excuse me? That was a bit sus. Up to George. Up to George indeed. So yeah, the plan for me, guys, I'm going to Australia in April, obviously. At the end of August, last weekend, I'm going to Netherlands for the Dutch Grand Prix in Amsterdam. In October, I'm going to Texas. Also in October, I'm going to West Africa somewhere. Ooh, spoiler, it's in the west of Africa, guys. Yeah, that narrows it down a little bit. In February, I'm planning a US tour, 2-week US tour. Want to visit Miami, Orlando, Denver, Mount Rushmore, and hopefully the original KFC, which is in Kentucky, obviously. But I got to hire a driver to get me there because it's not close to like a big airport. And then in April next year, I want to go to a southern African country, see some safaris, and then somewhere between May and September next year, go to Northern Australia for Darwin, and then Australia again for the grand final in 2026. and hopefully somewhere in that period, I can go to Jordan as well. Then after that, I start saving for Antarctica, and once I save and I go to Antarctica and come back, and hopefully I am still alive, I will do that big tour of Asia, which I should be able to do within 2 years. So yeah, somewhere in the midst of that, hopefully I can find a wife. That'd be nice. But first you got to find someone. You got to find a special someone. Probably spend at least a year with them, and then propose. And hopefully they say yes. So that there's a lot of variables there, because everything could go wrong there as well. But yes, it would be ideal that by the time I am going to Antarctica, that part of my life is at least progressing. David, is Dynamic Pool allowed to go mad with power? So it depends how far he goes, really. You'll find me one. Oh, Jord the Wingman, yeah? Have I had alcohol? No, I haven't. I have it occasionally. I have to be quiet because, you know, yeah. You see what I mean, Mask is right. If Dynamic Pool just gave Mr. Cat 20 timeouts a stream, I'm not really gonna go, you shouldn't do that. But if he does it to Epic Indian, I'm just like, okay, you've gone too far here, mate. I got to unmod you. I'm sorry. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the memberships, but I can't be letting that happen, mate. That's bullying. It's not bullying if it's to Mr. Cat though. Just don't be wanking, and you'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone in the chat is a male, so there might be a few wankers in it. Shall I look at Antarctica tours before we go? Just so you can understand how expensive it is. Poor Mr. Cat indeed, but you know, that's life. That's absolute life. I'm confused at what the Wii is to. I feel like I forgot what I said. Mask and Dynamic Pool both got the no, not Dynamic Pool, just Mask. Mask has got the 6 months badge, so there's no badge for 3, 4, or 5 months, but for 6 months there's a badge. Mask has got that one. Definitely the first to get that. Before we go to Antarctica. You want to go, yeah? It's a lot of money, mate. So apparently the best time to go is between October and March, but apparently like February, March is like the best time. There's a 10-day one for 5 grand. Nah, sorry, no, it's not. It's 8 grand, but it's 5 grand deposit. What the flip? No, wait. This thing's confusing. So I'm just looking at Antarctica tours. No, as far as I know, KFC does not have nachos in the UK. Intrepid Travel. There's one for 7.7 grand. It's called Wildlife Explorer. Yeah, you go to shore, you meet some penguins. You can visit a scientific base. A snowshoe trek. Many different types of penguins. You see types of birds. And you probably see some whales as well. Like orcas and humpback whales. Okay, there's a good one I've seen, but it's like... It's 7.7 grand. Bloody hell. Well, it's not 10 grand like I imagined. See, I'd do that. And it's like, it's what? How long? That's 11 days. Including flying to Argentina. It's 2 weeks. Not that bad. But it's like... Where is it? So, like... You don't make it there until day 5. That's mad. Like, you leave on day 2. You arrive in Argentina day 1. You leave on day 2. It takes 2 days to get there by ship. And then days 5 to 8, you're there. And then day 9, you're already going home. Towards Argentina. And also, there's no direct flight there from the UK. So I got to fly to Buenos Aires. And then fly from there to Ushuaia. Then obviously get the ship. Yeah, I know you can't see that, but no one said yes to shall we look at tours, so I'm just like, I just look for it myself and just explain it. You come to Antarctica with me? You can be my cameraman. So that link I said, that's like one potential like tour I could do. But there's so many different websites and companies that do a tour to Antarctica, and they all have ships that go from the same city. It's the southernmost city in the world. Ushuaia. How much is it? 7.7 thousand pounds, mate. There's the links in the chat. Can you not see it? I mean, if you were voted in an election, you cannot be dictator by definition. If you're elected in, but this this stream has gone wayward, so on your screen the link is rubbed out. What do you mean? You're joining the final boss to fund it. The Rock, Cena, and Jordan. Oh my days, that would be unstoppable. Nobody's stopping that. That's crazy. Oh my days. I don't know. Like everyone's saying they're gonna go to Antarctica. Do you have the money for that? 7.7 thousand in UK pounds is what in Australian dollars? Like 15,000. It's like it's almost double, right? I think it's less than double, but it's like it's at least 13, 14,000. Get a donation chart on my streams for Antarctica trip. Yeah, but I don't want to do that now because I'm still traveling around the world. And as for Tasmanian Devils, yes, obviously they're going to play their first game, what, 2028? After Antarctica, then I'll think about it. But at the moment, uh, it's not going to happen in 2028, that's for sure. But yes, I would want to see the Tasmanian Devils in person. But yeah, a total of 60 gifted memberships today. Obviously, 10 of those from me. I get 10 free per month. Obviously, I don't get paid from that, but obviously, members get to benefit. At the moment, though, there's no early content. I got to try Vegemite. It's still in my cupboard. I have got bread, so I should record it today. Um, so when is the new stadium? That's good then if it's not the new stadium in 2028. I'm starting to think maybe a bank loan's a better idea. Because you can get a bank loan with like a fixed payment every month, and you can like spread it over like 8 years. Obviously, it's not an ideal thing to do, especially like a bank loan is like in principle it's like it's okay, but doing it for a holiday is a bit like probably shouldn't get a bank loan for that. But as long as if you're like because obviously a loan's like a contract. It's like you pay back this amount per month every single month, and there are some like if you do it with your bank as well, like they'll give you like oh if you want you can skip this month, but we'll add on more interest. But that's the thing about loans, it's the interest. If we were just paying back the actual loan, then it would be alright, you know. But because it's interest, you're paying back a lot more, a lot more, unless you pay it off early. I have heard the best way to eat Vegemite is to put a lot of butter on the bread, and then a thin layer of Vegemite. We don't need to read out all the names. Just tell us if Genius Taco got one. Yeah, I get what you're saying, George, but like with Antarctica, I feel like anyone could just Google how much it costs to go there, and they can see, oh, it costs 10 grand. Davidoff is going on this ridiculously expensive trip. What's he doing? And I was merely suggesting getting a bank loan, and the bank loan would be to go to Antarctica, not for anything else. Do a very thick layer if you want to go viral. What if I get two pieces of bread? I do one with the butter and one just Vegemite. I'll be right back. I need to go to the toilet, believe it or not. Something to do, drinking some water during the stream. That was a good release. Pork to finish 7th and lose first week to Crows. Good boy. Why does everyone think I'm drunk? I'm drinking this. Rock. Yes, rock. This is to signify that he turned heel. And you see how the water's so clear? You can barely see it. That's because it's John Cena. See, this water bottle, it signified that evil John Cena. Look at this part of the bottle here. This part of the bottle right here. Evil John Cena, evil Rock. They teamed up. Ah, yes, it is absolutely crazy. I predicted the ending of the Elimination Chamber by drinking this. It's crazy. What river is that water from? I don't know. Yorkshire. This pure spring water is drawn from an aquifer in rural Yorkshire. The deep sandstone that the water flows through is called White Rock. There you go. The company is addressed in Huddersfield. Is that in Yorkshire? I think George could tell me that's in Yorkshire or not, but the water's from Yorkshire, but the company's from Huddersfield. Troll letter predictor. I wasn't trolling. I was being serious when I predicted that letter. I was considering picking Richmond 9th again just to troll, but like that would have been ridiculous. Hawks a second favourite for the flag. Well, you know, we're just too good. West Yorkshire, okay, so it's still Yorkshire. I put Gold Coast 8 to like take a risk, basically. Could still work out. Brazil winning Premiership this year, next year. We'll see, we'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention actually my holiday plans. Obviously the World Cup is next year. I was hoping to see if it's possible if I can go to a World Cup match, but just one match. I was thinking the final, but that's gonna be like thousands of pounds. Unless you're rich, you gotta somehow get through the fan channels if your team makes it. So that's, you know, that depends on a lot of factors. So, but I was intrigued because Mexico has got the Aztec Stadium in Mexico City, right? That stadium is iconic. Like that's one of the best stadiums in the sport. And a World Cup game there obviously is hosted by US, Mexico, Canada, a joint hosting. If I could see a Mexico group game at Aztec, that'd be pretty cool. Would still be expensive, but not as bad as a final. Where is the final? I think it's in New Jersey, right? But yeah, that is all. I should hopefully become a morning person on Monday, and then I can watch AFL games on the regular without missing anything. I look forward to that, and obviously I'm travelling to Australia in April to watch some extra games too. So I look forward to that. That is all from me. It is almost 4:30, so we've been talking there for like almost an hour. 3:31 this event finished, but yeah, villain John Cena. We finally got it. I've been waiting so long. I'm glad it's happening. I'm very excited about that. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.